What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a look at a bunch of wonderful One Piece card game news. There is a bunch of cool stuff coming, and let's start off talking about RORONOA Zoro. Now, or Zolo as he is in the manga. Like in the manga, he's literally called Zolo, and I know it's the L and the R sound being very similar in Japanese, so Zoro and Zolo is basically the same thing. I understand that, I'm learning the language, I get it. But it's still weird. I'm reading the manga so fast at the moment, way faster than I should be. I think I'm up to about 25 issues a day. I'm just enjoying it that much. I'll be finished by Sunday. I'm going to be up to date on Sunday. It's going to be weird not having a bunch to read. But it's weird with that saying Zolo and the card saying Zoro, and I get it. I understand. That doesn't mean it's not a little bit weird. What is also not weird is this card. It's a new card. It's coming in Starter Deck 10. And you probably noticed this the second the image went up on the screen. I'm going to be honest with you. Because it's the one we had ages ago. This is RORONOA Zoro that came around in OP01. The good news is, it's the really good Zoro. That's awesome. But it isn't a new card, ladies and gentlemen. This is just an alternate art reprint of an existing card. And look, it's a free cost 5,000 power that's got Rush. It's a very good card that has seen a bunch of play in red decks since it was released. So, I'm loving that we're getting this. Now, we didn't know this, of course. We knew the start... Oh, wait, no. No, I don't think we did. We knew Starter Deck 11, the Uta Starter Deck, is having reprinted cards. I don't know if we were warned there were going to be reprinted cards in here. But, of course, it is a phenomenal card. So, I think we can forgive it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we can forgive it. But it is OP01, and it is 100% being in this deck. It has been confirmed as in Starter Deck 10. You can tell it's the one from OP01, partly because it's clearly just got Rush and nothing else, and also because it says OP01 025 in the bottom right-hand corner. So we knew this one was coming. But it's kind of cool that we're getting it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, we have got some new cards from Starter Deck 10 we can have a little bit of a look at as well. But for now, we've got this. It's coming. It's kind of cool. Now, in more RORONOA Zoro news, because apparently that wasn't enough. Oh, actually, while we're here, can I just show you the Akira Gawa artwork, the alternate art from OP01? Pretty gosh darn good. And it is worth pointing out this card has been reprinted before. Not the point. Still awesome. We love it. But there is, and I've not seen anybody posting about this yet, and I'm not sure why I've not seen anybody posting about this, and it's honestly confusing me a little bit why I've not seen anybody posting about this. But I am a man who buys way too many Japanese magazines for promo cards and reading practice and all of that. So I bought this month's Psycho Jump. I didn't actually buy it for a One Piece promo. I bought it because it had an Azuka Midoriya Union Arena promo, and that is a very cool card. But one of the first things I do when I get my magazine, I get my comic, whatever you want to call it, is I go and have a look at what's happening next month. And what's happening next month is a RORONOA Zoro promo, which is going to be coming in next month's Psycho Jump, which actually releases on the 4th of August, which is a day I will be in Japan. That is, I think I'm going to Kyoto that day. So, somewhere in Kyoto needs to sell me a copy of this magazine on that day, because I want to pick one of these up. The idea of getting the promo card on the actual release date of the magazine, I've never done that before, because it's impossible, unless you're in Japan. So that would make me happy. We have this image, we don't have any information of it. We just know that it's a new card. This little line here says original design card. So it is going to be a brand new card. It's going to be a Zoro card. It's not, well, I suppose it could be a reprint with new artwork, and that would be an original design card technically, but we don't tend to get that. We have, of course, had a bunch of Psycho Jump promos in the past for One Piece, and they've all been new cards up to now. So the most recent one we got was, of course, the Chibi Luffy. That started life as a Psycho Jump promo, so that was pretty gosh darn cool. The Yellow Luffy, that was a Psycho Jump promo. We liked that one. General Frankie was a Psycho Jump promo. I picked up literally all of these. And let's not forget we had the Foursome, which, you know, promo 7 to 10. That was one Yamato, one Luffy, one Kaido, and one Kid. And actually, I'm in the Wano arc at the moment, and now I'm like, oh, they all totally fit. They're all in that arc. But regardless, that one was a little booster pack you got in Psycho Jump as well. But we've had a bunch of Psycho Jump promos. They've all been new cards before. It would be weird at this stage, frankly, if they just gave us a reprint. Like I say, we have unfortunately no concrete information about it, which is a little bit sad. But hey, there's a Zoro promo coming, and I'm not going to pre-order this one on Amazon Japan, because I'm going to think positively that I'm going to find this in the wild in Japan, and that's going to make me happy. Then I'm almost certainly not going to bring the magazine home with me, because it's gigantic. It's like 500 pages, and luggage space is going to be at a premium. But if we want to go away from RORONOA Zoro for a moment, we've also got a couple of new cards which have gone and been revealed. We've got a Beppo and we've got a Killer, and these are obviously, these are your Trafalgar Law Pirates, or Kid Pirates. That's what they're actually called, Kid Pirates. And of course, they are, well, they're brand new cards. They've got ST-10 in the bottom right-hand corner. These are brand new cards, and I'm delighted to say I did the translation myself. So Kid here, we've got 5 cost, 6,000 power, counter plus 1,000, and during your turn, once per turn, when a Don card is returned from your field to your Don deck, you may KO up to one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 3 or less. I kind of love this, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, look, it's not stunning or anything like that. It's not a game-breaking card, it's a designated common. I say designated common because remember they're in the starter deck, so the rarity's actually irrelevant. Except for they generally tend to make the designated super rares a bit better. But my point is, this is still a very good card. Because if you're playing purple, there's going to be plenty of opportunities to return Don from the field to your Don deck. That is one of the things that purple just does all the time. And then when you do that, you just get to KO a rested character of a cost of 3 or less. And sure, it's a cost of 3 or less, granted, and sure, they've got to be rested. There are quite a few buts included in this skill. But there's going to be a bunch of rested characters here or there, or you can play some cards that rest characters, and then you're getting cheeky KOs kind of every turn with Killer. Yeah, that sounds alright by me. But we've also got ourselves a Beppo here. And I'll be honest with you, right? We've seen Beppo coming around in the manga a few times. He never really seems to do anything. But this card will, on play or when attacking. So this is cool. It's a nice on-play skill, but then you also get to use it every turn when you attack, which is lovely. Because obviously you can't attack the turn you play it. So this actually makes sure you can use the skill every turn, which is cool. If the number of Don cards on your opponent's field is greater than the number of Don cards on your field, add a Don card from your Don deck rested to your field. Okay. Cool. I love this. This is amazing. Now, again, there's a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes. It's got to be... Now, the card does say, I'm pretty sure, the card says more than, i.e. if you're even on Don, this skill doesn't activate, your opponent must have more Don than you. But we're talking purple decks here. We just mentioned when we were looking at Killer that purple decks often want to return Don to the Don deck. Well, that's going to be the same kind of thing here. Because you return Don to the Don deck, that is going to activate this skill because it means you are going to have fewer Don in play than your opponent, which means that this skill is therefore going to activate and job is going to be a good one. And sure, you're adding a Don at rest, you're not adding a Don active, and that's a little bit upsetting. But it's really not the end of the world now, is it, ladies and gentlemen? Nah, we good. We are happy. And actually, these are a good pair of cards. I'm not ready to sit here and say these are stunning, brilliant, amazing, game-breaking cards or anything stupid like that. But I absolutely am willing to sit here and say that these are good cards that are going to be able to be useful. And look, we were told about Starter Deck 10, right? They told us this is going to be a better deck. Remember, it is 3 times the price of a regular deck, a regular starter deck. And we were told this is going to be a better deck. We were told this is going to be more competitive. And it does seem like they're holding up their end of the bargain. It seems like it's going to be a very good deck. This actually releases the day I land in Japan, and as I've told you, the first thing I'm doing is heading up to Shinjuku, where I'm going to be going to a One Piece TCG store. Everybody, please cross your fingers and send good force that they've got this in stock. I'm not sure how good my chances are, but buying a starter deck on release day, oh, that would make me happy, ladies and gentlemen. That would make me very happy indeed. So there we go. We've got ourselves an alternate art RORONOA Zoro in Starter Deck 10. We got a Zoro promo coming, though we don't have too many details about it. And we've got a couple of new cards, which are coming in Starter Deck 10. And all of this is sounding very good indeed. To me. But I'm not you. So I'd like to hear your opinions. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.